Okay then.
Wow. Aaron really is coming into this blind. This is great.
Yeah, I remember the resolution.
I barely remember who this guy is.
To be fair, you've never seen him.
Came across some information.
Yeah, you've heard, you can hear him. Like, this is the guy, like, at the start of the game, like, you created a time paradox, Snake.
In the Middle East.
Like, when you game over, that's the guy you hear.
Where in the Middle East? That's a very big area.
I don't know, I'm American, I don't know that information.
Just point me towards someone that looks like they were raised in the desert and I'll shoot them.
I don't know, where's all the oil? It's over there somewhere.
Liquid's made his move.
It's not oil that we need, it's the nanofilm that has the Philosopher's Legacy on it.
Oh, of course, the nano machines.
He's preparing to unleash
Liquid.
Built from previous games.
Yes, that's the whole point of this game.
In a Middle Eastern war zone.
Like, this, the Metal Gear Solid 4 is legit the first time you get out of it to say everything is a sequel to the previous game.
And it
But this
makes
is a
no
sequel.
sense.
Yeah. It's a sequel to the first game, it's a sequel to the second game, and it's a sequel to Snake Eater, all at once.
Yeah, but remember, Vamp isn't for vampires because he's a bisexual.
He's a bisexual. I think we established that in the first iteration.
Now remember that, Aaron, it'll be important later. Why does me saying this sound like I'm just fucking around with him, but it actually would be important later?
Must have taken the day off.
Because we have learned never to believe anything you say, dear. However, this is a very notable exception. Hmm?
Do you know what these numbers mean?
I remember learning about it, and then I can't remember what it is. It is a code, isn't it, of something?
I think so. I'm going to have to look it up because I remember there was a huge thing about it at the while.
Yeah, I will do the same.
Pie.
The Manhattan incident triggered a serious public backlash. Now
Oh, yeah, it is pie.
to think twice before intervening
I made that up.
in other countries' affairs.
No,
Yeah.
but one of them.
This has fueled a push towards
By
military
starting at the 452nd digit.
PMCs at the
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
PMCs, private military companies.
There you go, Aaron.
That's right. PMCs have no basis in nations or ideologies.
Shoot.
And then
Private
that just sing the Fibonacci sequence later.
In addition to dispatching mercenaries to war zones, they secure weapons and train local soldiers. They're contractors for war itself, and business is good.
So there has been a small edit done here because this is the initial mission briefing that you can access from the main menu. But if you're just playing the game outright, this gets skipped.
Even terrorist groups.
So it's like how they did in the first game, where the briefing and the game don't touch.
Yeah.
Has spawned a war by
Which is a bit of a
I did like the briefing in the first game.
yeah, it is good.
Sonny, we'll eat them later, okay?
Oh man, poor Sonny. Now, Aaron, an important thing to remember is that we will protect Sonny with our lives.
PMCs are not
Yes,
new.
Sonny is precious.
Them since before the turn of the century.
She was raised on the internet. She is what we will be.
They're nothing like
Yes.
the mercenaries of the past.
Well, reference.
Sorry, I'm a little busy.
Well,
Yeah.
do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
The Pentagon's new battle.
Even though she's precious, she's really bad at making eggs.
Decisive difference between hired guns
She made them.
and the PMCs of
No, technically, Solidus, Liquid, and Solid Snake, the chickens made them.
I love the idea. It's like they had like 3 chickens on the plane, and they couldn't think of any better names than Solid, Liquid, and Solidus. Like Barry is a nice name for a chicken. You know,
Yeah, well, to be fair, Solidus took the day off, so there were only 4 eggs today.
fair,
The
yeah.
system makes it possible to integrate not only micro-level information on individual soldiers and units.
Aaron, what are your initial thoughts on the game?
Information about
Reference! Do you see it?
finally
The Anubis!
battlefield control.
Tahooty,
That's right.
Tahooty.
As a result, the global presence of PMCs has grown.
I still have no idea what's going on.
There's
Good.
only the Ender's reference on the on Otacon's screen.
his screensaver is there's not Dingo from the second game.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Dingo.
Cleaner, safer battle.
And he really does love animal names for main characters, doesn't he?
Nice propaganda.
I mean, it's easier than thinking up a real name.
Like Steve. No one respects a man. But Dingo, that's a man we can get behind.
Poor Sonny.
Yep. The men just don't appreciate her work.
Has he been smoking again?
Of course.
Snake! You were smoking again, weren't you? This is a non-smoking flame.
Yeah, take that, Snake, you shit.
There's more.
Yeah, we're
Well,
talking
great.
over Colonel Campbell because it genuinely doesn't fucking matter.
That's the maintenance price of
Yeah,
standard
this is just, it's all plots. It's not even exposition, it's just world building at this stage.
A reliable, easy to use.
Yes, we have been watching the news for the past 5 years, Campbell. Thank you.
Everybody had them on the payroll.
Can you believe that the Dodgers finally won? I know, I'm as shocked as ever they did basketball.
And
They switched to basketball.
They switched to basketball, yeah.
That's how they won.
I can't believe they won. They're still playing quarterbacks. It makes no fucking sense.
it's hard to believe.
I know, it is really hard to believe.
Isn't it? Like, you know?
Conventional armies in terms of scale.
In fact, some PMCs are starting their own countries.
PMCs who serve as standard
Mm.
battalions.
They call them Outer Heaven.
60% of all
Outer
forces in zones of
Heaven.
conflict. 60%. The fact is, the world
A
now
classic
has
snake line
large
delivery of repeating the last thing said as a question to make it look like he's listening.
Look like he's listening.
The U.S. abstained from voting on that resolution.
Resolution?
In effect, Washington was endorsing PMCs without
It's
ever
true
revealing
intentions.
true intentions.
I think you were a bit fast on that one for me.
The U.S.
Uprising.
exported too much military power, and now she's paying the price.
Well, ask the Ukrainians if they've done too much.
America has now turned war into a
Wow.
form of economic activity. Analysts are calling
Well, I mean, if you
it
believe
war
some
in
conspiracy
terms
theorists, they
of
think they
the
believe
next
it's all
downward
false
soaring
flag
oil
and
market.
it's all just a way of selling guns and
Intend to simply stand
waging a
by
war,
and
shadow
watch.
wars, Jack Bauer.
PMCs,
Nah.
expansion entails fanning
Jesus, this is
flames
all
of
very cutting edge, isn't
war
it?
refugees.
Isn't it? And this was what, 2008?
Hey, there's reference.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even as PMC soldiers
That there, by the way,
become
Aaron, was
specialists,
Raiden
they're also getting younger.
when he was a child soldier.
Spun off from
Do you know Ivan in Metal Gear Solid 3?
child soldiers.
No?
Ah, you know Ivan.
A new Cold War.
You know him, your man.
Is Metal Gear Solid 3 the one we just played?
Yeah, you know, like, I know the major better than the major.
And what should I find but a greasy major?
Ivan!
Your man with the face.
Your man, literally your man with the face.
I remember the girl on the motorbike.
Oh, God.
Okay, well, hold on to that thought because I think, like, maybe eight hours later we'll talk to her.
Yeah. Any character without tits that you remember, Aaron.
Outer Heaven.
That's right.
There was that creepy
Liquid.
guy in the office.
Immense army and is now
Grannon?
prepared to unleash an insurrection.
Yeah, was that his name?
Watched him die.
His will
He was good
lives
crack.
on.
He's dead
The
now.
body of the man once known as Ocelot.
Oh, yeah. So Liquid
To fan the
Liquid
flames of war
is a
even
ghost that has possessed Ocelot because he had his arm grafted onto his arm.
The one
Yeah.
That's what we all thought going into this game.
That's what was.
Kojima then decided, no, that was
before
stupid.
it's too late.
Yeah. Well, at this point, we're still working on the presumption that Liquid is possessing Ocelot.
Any means necessary.
At this moment in time.
Stop Liquid's
course.
insurrection. Even if it means
killing him.
Every briefing also takes this format, by the way, where there's multiple screens and you can jump around and do shit. Just like this
Also, there's an inconsistency here in that in Metal Gear Solid 2, they actually got Liquid's voice actor to come back and voice him when he was Liquid.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I know.
I think they kind of inferred that like the whatever possession stuff was going on, the two personalities now just basically merged, and that's how they got away with it.
A wet works op targeting
So now,
I think
like-
he thought he was just acting.
multinational
Yeah,
corporation.
no, I think that's what they were. I think that's what they were going with. So
Why me?
Because of the military might of the PMCs and the effect they have on the economy.
Think of the
War in 21st
economy.
century, what oil was to the
the
20th,
money and
pillar
money and
that
more
supports
money.
The global economy.
So wait, what are we fighting for if not
A
oil?
rather alarming report issued by that American think
pride.
tank during the Cold War. One that described a
Not
new
really, though.
model for perpetual war.
And
What we're
business
facing
is
now
good.
Is a whole new
It is.
ballgame.
It's too good. That's the problem.
Delphi technique.
Making a mother of all omelets here, Jack.
That was fiction. It existed only on paper. The reality is far more serious. The global community is concerned.
Oh, thank God.
But they're all too afraid of the war economy collapsing to do anything about it.
No. What with the humanitarian crisis? What with the world
Sounds
hunger?
pretty self-serving to me.
So, Aaron, in summary, war has changed.
But war never changes.
This mission isn't an
No,
order from
war's changed.
Washington.
Oh yeah, you can pick up items during these briefings,
It's not
cutscenes.
something the UN can officially sanction either. But we can't just
Some of them you can only get in here, like night vision goggles and such. And they're usually really useful for the next mission.
If we fail to act,
You get any of them,
the
Jonathan?
greatest threat the world has
Yeah,
ever
not
faced.
in this briefing because they're not in the game yet.
Now,
Because
but,
this mission briefing is before the game starts.
Yeah.
So there's no items there.
they can also be out of reach, and you need to use the Metal Gear's hand to swipe them off tables and such.
Yeah, but seeing that like we don't actually know how to operate it until we actually get it in the field. So
Yeah.
Let's
for the second briefing onwards, we are able to pilot the Metal Gear around and get nick shit.
Don't tell them it's a Metal Gear.
Come on.
It'll scare the shit out of them.
Originally comes via reports from U.S. Special Forces, who were mobilized after we at the UN reported our findings.
Also, like the most obvious reference
They're
to
tracking
Kojima's
Liquid's
work has
movement
been happening since the start,
About 18 hours
which is
ago,
Snake and a
was
cigarette.
spotted in the Middle East.
Okay.
There's a rebel
So,
army.
so in the Police Knots game, the main character Jonathan Ingram is basically has a cigarette in his mouth as a sort of emotional crutch.
Uh-huh.
Basically, the kind of he describes it as a comfort thing, and then basically Snake has one in his mouth the entire game as well, pretty much.
Well, I mean, it was very important. Like
What about
he lit it
locals?
against the law, but that was the only way we could track down the astronaut.
Yeah, that it served a purpose. Whereas Snake is just like smoking because he's old and say, "Well, fuck it."
Also, he is canonically like a smoker because they've saved his life in every mission he's gone on.
Yeah, they served a purpose for him. Yeah.
War between hired guns.
PMC versus PMC, a quagmire of war.
Yes.
Two
Alright.
typical victims of the new
Oh, wait.
world economy. Snake, you'll be sneaking into the conflict zone via transport truck.
Do I have to? I am old as balls.
Could you maybe just bring the war to me? Would that be easier? Could that be quicker?
Can we not get Raiden to do this? Wasn't he going to help?
You'll be expected.
No. Oh no, Raiden's gone. Gone fucking AWOL.
There are special forces.
I don't know if that's a
assigned
technical
to the
term, but I like to call it
PMC
fucking
Investigation
AWOL.
Unit,
Yes.
CID.
Rat Patrol. I forgot fucking Rat Patrol.
Rat Patrol, yeah.
So Rat Patrol 1, Aaron.
I can vouch for them personally.
Right.
What is that? What is that nanogram of?
An anagram?
Could say that.
Patrol Rat 1.
He's good, you know.
He is pretty good.
He's good. He's smart. He's a smart one.
Humanitarian aid mission with support from the U.S. military.
Otacon, hug your daughter.
Though, you'll get no protection and no guarantee.
To explain, Aaron, why Snake and Otacon have suddenly adopted the child, this is actually the baby of Olga, who was the our I suppose our insider into
A reluctant ally.
a reluctant ally from Metal Gear Solid 2, where she got killed off and she asked us to protect her baby.
Yeah,
Because
so her child was abducted by the Patriots to make her work for them. So she contacted Snake and Otacon and worked on the inside during the Sons of Liberty crisis.
and again, just to serve as a shorthand here, Aaron, the Patriots are essentially the Illuminati.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
The Patriots are to all the games after 3 what the philosophers were to 3.
And not like the
Yeah,
PMCs.
precisely.
I don't need your money.
I just want to kill him.
Thank you.
I don't need your money. We're doing pretty fine ourselves.
Start this. Fine. I'll start my own fire.
Oh my god.
Dun dun.
So yeah, we're nothing but more than a common hitman now.
Yep. We have literally accepted that we're old and tired and want to just shoot people in the face.
Yes. But we do remember the basics of CQC.
Yes, like this. Now that was a bit of a retcon. Now, in fairness, that the fact that like suddenly he can do CQC, but the logic was that he never wanted to use it because he didn't like Big Boss.
He was trained during his time in Foxhound.
Yes.
Oh shit! Yeah, we were in the middle of a war zone. Fuck. Can't be having any senior moments.
Yes, I forgot. Oh, distracted so much.
But we won.
Yeah, the game is now over.
The war never ends, Aaron.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Incidentally, what you saw there is a poster for
I'm
the
just inside the city
PMC
limits.
de jour,
This place is
which is
crawling
praying
with
mantis.
lizards.
AT
Does that ring a bell, Aaron?
Bipedal weapons, officially designated.
I believe it's a type of
by the US
insect.
military. They've
You're
spread
dead
like
right.
wildfire
But why?
over
What
the
is
PMCs. There are more of those things now in
what
service
significance
than
does Mantis have in
They've got tough armor plating and are
Metal
highly
Gear
agile
lore?
to boot. Your best bet is to stay out of their
Was
sights.
there a psycho mantis?
There was
Yeah,
a
he's
Psycho
got it.
Mantis.
He's got it.
Yeah.
Work.
Even
Put it all
so,
together,
there's
Aaron.
An awful lot of gecko for this scenario. Their numbers
They're
exceed
clones
the
of
war
Psycho
price for that
Mantis.
region.
No.
Yeah, well, you know what?
No.
That's not a bad guess for this
It's
game.
a good guess. It was worth a try, but
Have
no.
to find the army's operatives.
No,
and
all
ask
of the
them. Oh,
all
and
of the
Snake,
PMCs
I
are
went
based
ahead and
around
used
one
the
of the
Mark
members of
II to scout
Foxhound,
out the area
basically.
before your arrival.
Yeah.
You'll find it up ahead.
Mark II.
It's a
And the boss
remote
fights in this are just
terminal.
tragic.
Sonny and I built it.
They actually
The
are.
Mark
It's
II
really
will provide
depressing.
you with a map of the area as well as any battle situation data. You should find it before you do anything else.
Okay.
Now, if you don't,
Got it.
with at least one of the B&B core, do the photo shoot minigame, I will be so disappointed.
Well, you'll be relieved that Adam, I don't get to that point, so you have the luxury of doing that yourself.
Oh, God damn it. No, you just kicked a can. That made a noise.
That's it. We're dead now.
Yeah, it's not like we're in the middle of an active war zone that we could just walk through in this stage.
Nope, not at all.
So those are the PMC guys there, you can tell because they're not wearing rags.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you covered in a ring?
This is your it's your proximity alarm. So essentially, when you see a bump in that ring, it's that there's noise there. There's someone close. So if you weren't
Yes.
using any of your kind of extra tools to get in your surroundings, this is kind of your basic kind of level of stealth and awareness of who's around you and what's around you. I think I have that right there, don't I?
You do indeed.
Hmm.
Man, we should really try that cyanide cafe.
I'm sure it's delicious. There's a lot of almonds.
Well, just two.
Just two, yeah.
Avoid unnecessary combat whenever possible. In this war, neither side is your enemy. There's no point whatsoever in you getting into a fight. Got it?
Now you have the choice where you can either help out the rebels or just fuck off.
Yes, exactly.
I've tried both games.
Ground.
Why? So the way your camo works is you have the camo meter on the top right,
Mm.
and if you stop on a different scenery or something, your camo will adjust to it after a few seconds. But if you keep crawling with mismatched camo, like he's on the rug there, and it dropped,
Mm. That's why you kind of almost like give yourself a little breather for a second, and then let the camera do its things. So,
There's a
in case
stress
you're
meter.
what's that?
There's a stress meter.
There is, yeah.
Oh yeah,
So the
it's
stress,
different from your food meter.
yeah. The stress meter is taking the place of the stamina bar from MGS3.
Because you're not out in the wilderness for a really long time. Food doesn't really matter.
Exactly, yes.
But you gotta manage your stress, man.
Yeah.
Please don't shoot!
Oh my god, he was reaching out to you. He almost gave
Yeah.
you away, that prick. Shoot him in the head. Make sure he's down. Oh yeah, the happy little jingle when they clear an area.
We have murdered all ethnics in the area. All is fine again. So in case you were curious what the actual PMCs are in these games. So Praying Mantis is the one that's in this area here in not Afghanistan. And they're an English PMC. Puver Armament.
How relevant.
I know, right? That's a bit on the nose. Puver Armament, which is, or Armament if you prefer, literally translates as Octopus Armaments, and they're a French outfit, and they're in South America.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Okay, that wasn't a stun. You just literally just stabbed the guy in his fucking artery in his ankle.
I pressed the wrong button.
It was like, here we go, our first use of the stun. Like, stab,
Stab. Yep.
stab, twist, drain him off his blood.
The other ones are Raven Sword, which is an American PMC, and they're in Eastern Europe. And we've got Werewolf, which is another American one, and you'll see them based in the States as well. The one that we don't see in the game, but is referenced, is Ocelotosovaya Kavatka, which is translated as Clawing Ocelots, and they're a Russian PMC.
That's the ones that Liquid is currently working with, right?
Yes, exactly. So as you may have, as Adam kind of gave away there, they are all based on the Foxhound units. So.
Oh, do you do the statue thing?
Do I do the statue thing? He asks.
That's what I asked you.
Do I do the statue thing? There we go.
Beautiful.